Basically, stress leads a lot of times to high cortisol or low cortisol. If we're in that acute stress, our cortisol levels rise, and we can gain weight. We're in the low stress, or we chronic stress, and our cortisol levels are low. We end up gaining weight. But we've got to learn how to deal with our stress much better. And we in America, and I am really guilty of this, is trying to learn who you are and what your limitations are, and how to deal with stress, and that we need time to recover. We are not a good nation, a lot of us, the way we were brought up. I'm 65 now, I'll be 66 in a couple of months, but I'm basically a workaholic by nature. I base my self-esteem on what I produce, than who I am. And from a God standpoint, everybody has different things, but we're supposed to be focused on who we are, than what we do. Our value is not just what we do or accomplish. Well, men are really big and have a problem with, how much money they make, or they want to share how they made a good deal. They want to share, this other new venture that they have. They're going to make a lot of money. They're going to share how they were the best on the racquetball court, or how good their son or daughter is at playing ball. It's like competition. Men have a nature of competition, Well, when I hear men never get together for a cup of coffee and talk about feelings, it's just not it. Where my wife, she goes out 3 or 4 times at least a week, and she takes somebody to lunch, or they meet for coffee, and even on the phone they're talking about feelings, or talking about what the kids do, what's happening here. Well, men, when they're on the phone, it's usually about a business deal, or it's about complaining about their boss, or it's about how they're going to get back in shape, and how they're going to beat this team over that team, or what this basketball team's going to do. And it's amazing how competitive, men, that's what they talk about, sports, and competition. And then women are in a whole different league. And so that's why women are smarter, I guess, because they're talking about their feelings and sharing their feelings, but they have so much more on them that men aren't aware of, because they're taking care of the kids, they're cooking, they're taking care of their husband. The fact is, the only way we really got to deal with stress is we got to take control of our time, and I got to schedule me in, which an exercise time during the middle of the day, because I'm too tired in the morning, I'm too tired in the evening, so I work out from 12:30 to 1:30 3 days a week, because I have to adjust according to what my body's doing, because I can't just work all the time. I'm not 30 years old anymore, or even 40 years old. But it's hard to grow old, but I want to grow old gracefully. I don't want to age. I want to hold the aging process down, where a lot of times, a lot of people are just becoming old and senile so quickly, and they don't have to do that. The other thing with stress, schedule your rest time. You got to make sure you can sleep well. And then you got to schedule time for vacations, or to get away from it. Yoga has been good, and I always made fun of people using yoga. But, I had to learn how to use yoga because I had chronic arthritis. I had a left shoulder, total shoulder replacement 16 years ago due to degenerative arthritis, one of the worst the doctor has ever seen. Had been chronic pain for 30 years. And so I know what having chronic pain is all about, But you've got to do what you have to do. So I learned stretching muscles. I go to physical therapy. I found different things out to help different people. So through my aches and ailments, I've been able to help, hopefully, other people get well.